Hello guys, what's up? What's up? Today we're going to talk about Houston Houston Rockets versus the Dallas Mavericks. Now this is a big game because I believe that these are two very good teams. Obviously Houston have Russ and James, and Dallas just have Luka. But for me, this is a game in which James want to prove that he is better than Luka right now. And it's a game where Luka want to prove that he's better than James. Now, for me, if I ask me who I think is better, I think that right now James is better. Yes, he is. But in maybe 2 or 3 years, Luka will be better than James. But as of right now, I believe James is better than Luka. Now, this is all not really much important because this is a game which both teams will want to win. Obviously, James has Russ on his team as well, so that will help James a lot. With Russell Westbrook, I believe he will need to play well and score a minimum of 20 points, I believe, to help James and his team win. I believe as far as Luka goes, he will need to put up at least another 30 points plus a game for his team Dallas to win. He will need someone else to score the points as well. Now that'll be very hard for Luka because he is best player on his team. That is without a doubt at all. Now, if you ask me who else on his team is on his level, I'm not sure. For me, Luka is by far the best player on his team. He needs someone else on his team to score at least 10, 15 points, maybe 20 points, to give his team a chance of a win today. As far as James goes, he is someone who can score 30 points easy. He's not a player who needs a co-star, but in some games he could miss quite a few shots, which may lead him to trying to force it. And in this season, we've seen already that he's tried in a few games to try and force a few shots, and they've all gone quite far from the basket and missed quite a lot. I'm not sure. I think there was a game against. I'm not sure who he played, where he was in the first quarter, in the first half, he was shooting quite a lot, and his shots were just going wide, hitting the rim, hitting the backboard, and they're going wide by quite a big gap. With James, I believe he will once again just shoot the ball like he does always. If his shots fall, they fall. If they don't, they don't. And with James, he'll just try and shoot and shoot and shoot. So that's a good so that could be a bad thing for his team. As far as Luka goes, he's a player who can shoot. Yes, he can shoot, but he also can assist, and he can create plays for players in his team. He can pass. He can assist very well. He can get to the paint very well. He's a player who has a great step back three as well. He's not a player who will just try and force a shot and force it. If his shot's not falling, then he will get other players and his team involved. Unlike James, who will tend to try and force his shots. And I've seen so far and I've seen so far in his team and how they play with Russ as well. There's been quite a few times where James has had the ball and he's just done bit bit of skill and then shot the ball, while his team have just been standing around waiting for him to shoot. Now, this is why I don't believe that his team will do well in the playoffs, because listen, he needs to be more of a team player in the playoffs. Whereas in normal season it's alright, but in the playoffs he would need to learn to pass and get his players and his team involved in the game more early on. Because if he doesn't do that, the winning shot's not falling, then it'll be easy for our team to just beat them, because they know if they stop James, then the players won't be in the game enough to be able to make shots of importance. Which is why they signed Russell as well. But no, man, with Russ, he is also a very good player. He's 30 now. I believe he needs to just be the co-star to James and to support James, really, which means he needs to score 15 to 20 points a game. And for me, he needs to stop shooting so many damn threes. Because, listen, Russell, you cannot shoot threes to a high level. You can shoot threes, yes you can, but your threes don't go in all the time. In fact, they always, other than sometimes, go missing by a far margin. So with Russell, he needs to just dribble, try and go to the hoop, go to the paint, if he can. But for me, this game will be between Luka and James. It will be the battle of the point guards, and we'll see who will come out on top. I think Luka will have another 30-point game. I believe James will have a good game as well. We'll see who scores more points out of those two, and we'll see if Russell can help James on the points total and the score on the scoreboard as well. We'll see if Luka can get some help from other teammates on his team, and we'll see which team will win, Dallas or Houston. Listen, for me, James has got better players on his team, but he's got Capella. For me, Capella is a player who has kind of stood still. He's not got better. He's a player who's got a lot of talent, got a lot of ability, but for me, he's not improved to the next step yet. Like I think Joel Embiid is a player who's similar to Capella, but he's improved his game to a next step now. I'm waiting for Capella to do the same thing as well. But no, man, for me, it's all about James and Luka. Tonight we'll see who can score the most points. Yeah, that's it, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.